Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. We've got a big show today, so let's get started. We're going to begin with one of my students gave me a gift. In fact, two. They gave me this bracelet here, some baseballs on there. First, I thought it was a Swiftie bracelet, but this is pretty cool. And secondly, they gave me this. Look at that. To Mr. P's sports cards. Now, we talk about, tamper-proof packaging and people looking through the Donruss for downtowns. I know Lively talked about that the other day, but this is how Topps and Panini, you got to do it. You just staple all around there. So I'm not going to get out my little Jaws staple opener to kind of rip this thing across here and see what we got. All right, here we go. We got some Topps Series 1. Kevin Gausman. Christopher Morel. All right, rookie card. Very nice. It's one of our Cubs pick the clicks for this year. Marcelo Zuna. Very nice. Awesome on the blue. That's quite the leg kick right there. The finish. Bobby Witt Jr. Very sweet. We got Judge, Trout, and Alvarez. Old Judge had himself quite the year then. Oh, there's KB. Come back here for KB. Last time I'm going to say it, folks. Last time, I promise. Atlanta Braves. Well, that was awesome right there from one of my students. I really do appreciate that when they think of me. And that tamper-proof packaging, you can't beat it. All right, also, the NFL announced their Hall of Fame class yesterday. Couple notables. Devin Hester is going in. I know Zach and Porter, they're going to be fired up. And Zach was pretty fired up about him getting in. So I don't know what he would have done, what protest he would have started, but all is calm now that Devin Hester is going into the Hall of Fame. And also, former Green Bay Packer, longtime Chicago Bear, Steve Mongo McMichael is going in as well. And there are moments when you're at an event you'll remember forever. For me, it was when Mongo threw out Angel Hernandez just before he went to go sing the 7th inning stretch after a terrible call. Go figure. Wrigley Field was definitely up for grabs that day. NBA trading deadline came, it passed. John MP, that's what's like being a Bulls fan, just kind of poking them. Come on, do something. A couple years in a row doing nothing. Just can't believe it. All right, folks, let's talk about the quarterbacks in the Super Bowl this year. Now, you may say slam dunk Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he has all the accolades. I'm not going to go through them, but don't discount Brock Purdy. Now, in the past 2 games in the playoffs, they had to come from behind. That is no easy feat. So he has shown that he is pretty cool under pressure. Now, this is the most pressure of any game that he will play in ever to date. So we'll have to see. Now, the edge does go to Mahomes, but, Purdy has been tested. He's passed all of those tests right there. Now, I do think this game is going to come down to a big defensive play. At this point of the year, your defense has proven to be a good defense. You've made it this far. You've had to make some stops, some stands, get some turnovers. And I think whichever team can get a turnover at the right moment is going to win the game. And I do remember when the Green Bay Packers were in the Super Bowl, and Kevin Green, rest in peace, he was the defensive coordinator. Oh, no, he was actually the linebackers coach, I think. And he came up to Clay Matthews, it was on NFL Films, and said, "It is time. It is time." And it's pretty much all he told him. Next series, Clay went out there, hit Rashard Mendenhall right on the ball. Ball popped out. Green Bay Packers got the turnover, and momentum was back on the Packers side. I know Little Lively was probably watching that game disappointed, but at least I was happy for once. You know what I mean, buddy? You know what I mean? We can joke, of course. All right. So I do think it is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs that do win. And my biggest thing is Andy Reid. I'm a big Andy Reid guy. Who could not be after watching Andy Reid in the pass, punt, and kick, whatever you want to call it, competition way back when. All right, class is in session. Today is February 9th. It is lesson 113. Today's a birthday shout out, Bill Veck. It would have been Bill Veck's birthday, and wouldn't it be pretty neat to see what he would have done if he was in charge of one of the Super Bowls? He did some very innovative things during his time as owner of the Chicago White Sox. And just like wearing shorts, let his team wear shorts. I mean, pretty good idea until you go sliding into second base. He also had a shower in the outfield. And I know they have a shower out there, and I think people have told me during the summer they do have it running. People go out there, keep your clothes on, of course, but just take a shower, cool off there a little bit. And one of the biggest ones was probably Disco Demolition Night. I mean, what a great idea, I think. In between doubleheaders of a game against, I think it was the Tigers, they had scheduled this disco demolition night. And they're just going to blow up a bunch of records. And they did. And it caused quite the riot. In fact, the White Sox were forced to forfeit the second game. It was just crazy. So go back and maybe watch some replays on YouTube. And I was looking this morning where there were 0 deaths. That's good. The non-fatal injuries was between 0 and 30. Property damage to the playing field. Well, yeah, going to blow stuff up. That's going to happen. Suspects, approximately 39. Their charges, disorderly conduct. I mean, what do you expect? You're going to blow up a bunch of records? Do they really think they're going to play the game afterwards? Who knows? But that's great innovation there, keeping things fresh on the south side of Chicago. Happy birthday, Bill Veeck. All right, folks, right now, San Francisco has 7 cards. KC has 5. I'll be passing out a lot of those cards, pretty much all of them, but the decorated Patrick Mahomes. That was a pretty nice hit there, so we're going to keep that one. But be passing those out to the students. We'll give this one out here. We got a lot of Bears fans here. They're going to like that. Devonta Smith. There's a Brock Purdy. Oh, man. Is San Francisco going to run away with this, folks? And someone did mention to me about, the 13 with Travis Kelce and all these other things, but Brock Purdy has number 13, so I don't know if you believe in those things or not. Devontae Adams. Man, camera is just terrible today, folks. When I went down because it was a free phone. It's a 15, but it doesn't have like the third eye or whatever. And there you go. Just got to cover Lou's eyes, and it takes care of it. Not as good as the other one, whatever it is. You know that I'm not a tech guy. Jay over at J plus K Retro Gaming told me just cover up Shohei's eyes when I was doing one of the other videos, and sure enough, that did work. Taysom Hill. There you go. All you do is cover up Lou's eyes. Will Levis. Don Beebe. He was a Packer. Got him a ring, in fact. Man, right now, Wildcat is shaking in his boots, I think. Last year, he was fired up that I was able to, pick the winner doing this. All right, here we go. Nick Bolton. They're coming back, folks. They're coming back. Jair Alexander. CeeDee Lamb. When am I getting a CeeDee Lamb rookie card in that 2020 box that we've got? Russ. We have to blindfold old Lou over there. Should be like he's taking a nap. Jalen Waddle. There we go. All right. Last chance. Saw Grizzle's cards earlier today. He did not get it downtown. I said I would out for revenge against Panini for Grizzle's cards and for the sports card ripping teacher. Let's see if I can be a man of my word or if I'm a big liar. All right, Adam Thielen, Brandon Cooks, Jonathan Taylor, Dexter Lawrence, Young Hoku. There's Big Zeke, Daniel Carlson, Equanimous St. Brown. I feel like the Packers just misused him. Lots of talent. And I know I say that about anyone that comes out of the University of Notre Dame, but I feel like, when he had a few passes his way, he was catching them. So I don't know what it was. Chris Godwin, Christian Kirk. All right, so here we go. We have a middle name, Justin Joshua Jefferson. So that's it. It's a hit right over there. Nice cards. Not a downtown, though. And we do have a Max Dugan press proof, San Diego Chargers. So, folks, I'm saying that Kansas City is going to win. The cards are saying San Francisco's got 8, KC has 6. Let's see. Are you smarter than the cards? Class is dismissed.